Welcome to a castle game of Age of Empires 4. Spawning in here in the colour blue, it's going to be Crackedy as the Ottomans. And in the colour red, we've got Avely as the Mongols. The score is currently 1-1 between these two players in the Nomadic Clash. Whoever wins this next game, this game right here, makes it through to the next round. Avely going to be placing his town centre down here next to the sacred site. Got a very large gold vein here as well as a lot of wood. Also got some deer behind the base as well. Honestly, overall pretty good. And we can see he's got a stone outcropping behind the base. Maybe not the best spawn for the stone. Obviously, you'd want that near your base for the Uvu. But honestly, not the end of the world. Crackedy, on the other hand, playing as the Ottomans. Going to be placing his town centre over here, the other side of this mountain. He's got himself just a regular gold vein. Got a very nice stone outcropping here and a large gold vein behind the base. So honestly, he's got a lot of resources here available to him, as well as this large wood line. And of course, the water. So it looks like both players are going to be going for this western water. So there's definitely going to be some contentions over here. Boar also available here. But honestly, water is definitely the key factor in these Nomad Megarandom games. It's so huge. Like we've seen so many players getting like a teeny little bit of deep sea fish in the corner, even if it's just 1 or 2 deep sea fish. You know, it's worth getting out 3 or 4 fishing ships for just that deep sea fish, and it's huge. Like it's such a pivoting part of the game. But Crackedy still hasn't got it out his first fishing ship quite yet. He's having to chop some more wood. And there we go, town centre is now up. He does have that extra population space. Avely already has one out as well. Has been able to gather up a little bit more food, but honestly, not that much of a difference. We see Avely's going to be collecting a large amount of wood here. Got all 8 villagers on wood for the time being. Crackedy, I'd expect to be doing the same. It is indeed going to be the same, but Avely going to be moving a villager out to the eastern side of the map here. So it looks like he wants to go for 2 docks, 1 on each side. And Crackedy, let's have a look at his perspective. He does know about it, and I'd assume he would be doing the same. But Crackedy's going to be looking out for that Uvu coming down, and that is indeed what Avely is over here for. And so not actually going for the dock over here, but that could also be the case. We never know. But Uvu is going to be the placement over here for the time being. Got 3 sheep over here as well. 2 fishing ships out for both players so far. We do hear some typing in the chat. I always find it funny how we can always hear the chat, but we can never see the chat. I'd be interested to know what they're talking about right now. Probably something to do with the spawn. But Avely, it does look like is going to be going for the second dock on this side of the map. And I like this move a lot. We're going to have to see if Crackedy does the same. But he's going to be gathering up a little bit of stone here. So going to be going for an early military school, it seems. And there we go. That second dock is coming down. Maybe we even see Avely go for an early barracks, possibly. You know, it's always a possibility. With these early docks, getting up an outpost next to them is super important. Because losing water is just too huge in this mode. So maybe we see that from Avely. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Crackedy drop one down as well. Because obviously you don't want spearmen coming in, taking out your dock this early on. Definitely not what you want. As we do see a military school coming down from Crackedy, is going to be able to put on a little bit of early aggression with this military school. Dark Age pressure has definitely been much more present in Nomad Megarandom as well. Unlike standard 1v1s, we don't really see that much pressure being put on in Age 1. But you never know, we might be seeing it this game as well. But for the time being, Avely is going to slowly creep ahead when it comes to his economic count. We already see he's got 5 fishing ships here and 1 fishing ship over here. Crackedy only on the 4. And it already seems like Avely is so far ahead in economy. Have a look at that economic count. Really huge for him. We also see Crackedy going for... it also says his... it says his military count is at 6. Which... I'm not exactly sure as to why. That's a little bit odd. We see he's got 1 spearman in the queue. He's only got 1 scout out though. So, oh, okay. So Ottomans for some reason have their fishing ships counted towards as military. So we can add 6 to this. So Avely is still ahead by 3. I'm not. I don't know exactly why that is. This is a little bit random as to why Ottoman fishing ships count as military, but Mongol fishing ships don't. A little bit of a bug there with the capture age, with the observer UI, but nonetheless, Avely is still ahead when it comes to economy. But have a look at this, Crackedy going for an early barracks with this military school. First spearman is out as well, going to be heading towards the Uvu. Avely already going to be clicking up with the silver tree. We're having a look at the trade post. He's got a trade post right here. Honestly, you could get some really good trade if you set up your silver tree over here and have the trade post over here. Could be some really, really good trade. But for the time being, Crackedy is looking to put on the pressure. Avely needs to be careful here. Might be losing this. He's going to be losing that villager to the wolf. Very unfortunate for him. He does still have the economic advantage, but definitely not what you want to be seeing. Crackedy, on the other hand, going to be sending out both of his spearmen over here to this northern dock. Villager moving out for Avely as well. Not exactly sure where that villager is off to. But spearmen going to start to focus down this dock. But outpost already up here. Villager going to be trying to jump inside of the outpost. And once that's in, Boar almost taking out that villager right there. Third spearman now out for Crackedy. But this outpost is really, really good for Avely. It means that you can just secure up this dock. It's going to be very hard for Crackedy to try and burn this down. And the boar, oh Crackedy, he's this boar doing so much damage to that spearman right there. And now the age up is through for Avely. Crackedy still a little bit behind. Just needs to wait on that food income. And we're gonna have to see if he looks to expand it onto water as well on this eastern side. Because honestly, water is so important. So I'm very surprised to only see the one dot coming down. But I guess Crackedy's mindset here is if I can shut down this water from Avely on the western side and take out the Uvu, that's like a 2-in-1. But at the moment, we already see a light junk coming in for Avely. And spearmen get absolutely wrecked by these guys. So I think it's going to be very hard for him to try and contest this with this out. And this dock is going to be a bit of a push as well with this villager coming out. Light junk going to be making its way across to the bottom. Going to be looking for that villager building the dock. Age up also coming through for Crackedy. We have 12 villagers there on the Sultani trade network. And now this light junk is going to be spotting out this villager over here. And that's going to cause trouble. We can see there that villager is going to be going down. Crackedy doesn't want to be losing economy right now. 2 imams come out as his first vizier though. And that should mean he should be able to heal up all of these spearmen with the passive. So hopefully he should be able to burn this down, but we have a second light junk coming out now. It's going to be very tricky for him. Look at the amount of DPS going onto those spearmen right there. Imams and spearmen can have to retreat. You do not want to be losing one of these imams. Crackedy. Oh, so close right there. But Crackedy's attempt to try and get onto this western side has kind of failed right now. He's still got a large amount of spearmen though. And have a look at this. Avely's on the 3rd pond. Only a couple deep sea fish in this pond. But it's still worth grabbing. But if I was Crackedy right now, what I would be thinking is if you've lost this western side, you need to be doubling down on the eastern side. Sorry, the other way around. You need to be doubling down on the western side over here. But for the time being, Crackedy does still have those spearmen alive. We've got a bit of an outpost coming up here for Avely. Villager's still going to be able to get up this dock though. But there we go. They garrison inside. We have arrow slits coming through there. Warjunk is out, able to take down that first villager. It's going to be a close one here. He gets up the dock though. That's really important for Crackedy right there. Holt comes out for him in the first dock as well as a demo ship. Demo ship should be able to block this Warjunk. Going to be pretty huge here for Crackedy. We have a Dow out as well. Spearman just protecting the stone mine for the time being. Demo ship going to be heading towards that Warjunk. Naval arrow slits comes through though on the dock. And that does mean that demo ship does get pushed away. Second demo ship comes out now for Crackedy. They're going to be heading right in towards that Warjunk. First demo ship goes down. This could be a pretty nice hit right there. Light junk going to be a while away. And there we go. Get some nice damage off right there. Hulk should be able to finish this Warjunk off. Light junk comes out though. Fishing ship's going to be repairing up that Warjunk. And Crackedy might be losing his ship here. And there it goes down. Next Hulk comes in though for Crackedy. Quite low on HP though. These naval arrow slits just do so much damage over time. And with the fishing ships and passive healing of this dock, Avely's able to keep alive his war junk and push Crackedy out. Spearman over here though for Crackedy. Hardened upgrade comes in and is able to take out this dock. Demo ship was coming in, but unfortunately had a fishing ship there before. So it's going to be losing that dock. Avely does need to be thinking about getting another dock up here. Not the end of the world though, as he is on 2 ponds. And now we have the Step Redoubt coming down. Fast castle build coming in right now. And it's all that food income he's been getting. He's had so much time on the water over here. He's just been able to really just focus on the gold with his villagers and get up this age up. But Spearman going to be able to push the villagers away a little bit. Going to be hopping inside of the town center. Not going to be too much of an issue for Avely. Doesn't want to be losing villagers though. First villager does go down. Imam's going to be able to do so much passive healing here. And now Crackedy really looking to push Avely off the water on this western side. But Town Center Fire is able to clean up these spearmen. Avely's lost so many villagers though. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers he's lost. That's so many villagers. Spearman here, able to take out another. Oh, it's going to be a close one. Unfortunately, not going to be getting that villager. Avely is going to be able to get up this age up with quite a few injured villagers over here. But as long as they're alive, that's the most important thing. Next Uvu is up in the back of the base over here. Right in the northern side of the map. Avely's light junk just on patrol right now. And he is going to be able to get up this dock with the villager that's on 2 HP. Crackedy going to be pulling villagers here. 8 villagers to try and take out this outpost. Isn't going to be too much of an issue for him, as the outpost does go down. Mohammed, Imperial Armory, going to be coming through for him as well. And it's not too far behind Avely. Crackedy brought a lot of time by idling all of those villagers building this landmark. So honestly, not looking the worst for him. He's looking in a pretty decent position at this point in time. Now going to be packing up the Step Redoubt, moving over to the other side so villagers don't drop off in the town center. I'm very surprised by no trade whatsoever from Avely. I mean, you may as well set it up in this corner and try and do a little bit of trade, even if it's just like 1 trader. And you've got the Uber over here as well to double produce. So honestly, just getting out like 1 or 2 traders is worth it, because you know Crackedy then has to always be thinking about, oh, is Avely setting up more trade? You know, and at the same time you're on water as well. So, but Avely's got a lot going on at the moment. He needs to defend all of this water, and Crackedy's doing a very good job at this point in time, just defending up here. And we can see he's wiped out all of the water for Avely up here. Luckily, 2 docks are up for him. We got demo ships in the queue, and Avely does have this eastern water secured for himself. And he's got this water over here. He's actually made a demo ship up here, which is an interesting move. Lots of demo ships coming out right now. Sultani Trade Network for Crackedy has 4 traders setting inside it for the time being. Not really much of a trade route for him, so he's just going to be keeping them inside of this, inside of the landmark to produce that little bit of passive income. Mangonel is coming out of the Mehmed Imperial Armory. And it looks like Crackedy's just massing up more ships over on this western side. Wants to try and take out that war junk. 2 demo ships out for Avely. And there we go. It actually takes it out in 1 shot right there. Avely now going to be pushing. 2 war junks out. 2 demo ships are out. Crackedy does have demolition ships and Dows setting at home. So these Dows should be able to take out these explosive. Oh, Avely still managing to get in a really, really nice hit right there. That should not have happened. Crackedy, he has the Dows to defend against that. That should not have been the case. Not going to be the end of the world for Crackedy though. He's still in a pretty commanding position over here. Still got the 2 docks. And he's got the 2 Dows, Hulk, and a demolition ship. He's also got the water over here. Crossbowmen coming out for Avely, as well as men-at-arms. Very interesting move here. Looking to go a little bit on land with the men-at-arms. Honestly, you could probably just mass men-at-arms and just run them into Crackedy's base. He's got no land units whatsoever. Like, he's literally got none. He's got a crossbows coming out of the military school, blacksmith being dropped down, as well as another military school. But everything seems to be focused on water for both of these guys at the moment. Well, Avely's going a little bit on land, but doesn't seem to be doing too much. Warship needs to be careful here. Dow's able to take out that demolition ship as well. Needs to focus down this one as well. And is able to do so. Ooh, nice dodges by Avely. Avely coming through with the demolition ship micro right there. Able to save that demolition ship. Those are some skills right there from Avely. Warjunk going to be moving back in though. Interesting move from Avely considering it's on 68 HP. More demo ships coming through from Crackedy. We got another two, or one in the queue, as well as a Hulk. And now we see Avely going to be doing a little bit of trade here. And look at this. He's going to be doing the double production trade and trading to this coastal trade site. This is a way better trade than going from this one. Look at the amount of gold is there. 128 gold, 11 food, and 11 wood. This is absolutely huge for Avely. Not only is he on... I mean, he's got some nice water over here. He's also got a nice little bit of water behind the base. But now he's setting up the trade. It doesn't matter so much if he loses water on the western front here. As long as he's keeping Crackedy constantly invested into making more warships over here, he'll be able to build up enough traders over time to eventually have the better economy. Demolition ship going to be going off there. Crackedy able to get off some really nice demos here. And then we see so many war junks going down right there. Crackedy going to be returning back to the base. Crackedy might want to... saying that, you can't really fit a dock over here without chopping down a couple trees, but I'm sure you must be able to get one in here somewhere. But maybe not. But Crackedy could really do with another dock up here. You see Avely's got a very nice spawn here where he's able to get this dock in. The demo ship going to be going off once again. Not going to be getting any Hulks this time. And Crackedy's doing a very good job right now just holding this water. These naval arrow slits just doing so well for him. I'm very surprised to see Crackedy not moving into like, you know, he's making a few men-at-arms now, but, you know, just focusing down this dock. If you take out this dock, you pretty much secure up all this water for yourself. But the Mangonel is out, as well as Spahi, plus Spearman, plus men-at-arms. No veterancy upgrade in quite yet for the Spearman. I'm sure that will be on its way though. But very, very heavy Spahi production right now from Crackedy. 3 stables down, as well as the military school set to Spahi. Demo ship's going to be going off huge here for Crackedy. Able to take out all 3 there with 2 demo ships. Avely not paying attention on water. Seems like he's more focused over here, where we do have lots of spearmen coming out, as well as a Springled. Avely's one step ahead here. I mean, you know, when you're up against the Ottomans, you know they're going to be having a Mangonel once they hit Castle Age. So going for the preemptive Springled always makes sense. And that Mangonel is going to be going down. Not buying a lot of value right there for Crackedy. But Spahi numbers really starting to grow right now. Doesn't seem like Avely has enough spearmen. Only 7 here. Springled going to be returning back to the base as well. Lots of crossbowmen is out. Unfortunately, not going to be doing that well up against these Spahi. Spahi coming through with the fortitude ability as well. Honestly, not the best ability, but still is coming through. Takes out the Springled, takes out the crossbowman here, and is able to take out all of these spearmen as well. And these villagers are going to be dropping as well. Avely might be in a little bit of trouble here, but we have a look at his economic count. He's so far ahead right now, though. We got to counter in these the fishing ships as well for Crackedy. So it says he's on 40 military, but obviously some of that is still real military. But some of that is also fishing ships. But we see now the trade really starting to ramp up for Avely. We see the amount of gold he's got stacked in the base right now. Spahi going to be able to do a little bit of raiding here. Spearmen are here for Avely though to follow it up, as well as the veterancy upgrades for him. Keep drop coming down though for Crackedy, and it's in a really, really good position. Siege workshop drop behind that as well. Probably going to get out some trebuchets, and this could be pretty bad for Avely. with this constant raiding of Spahi as well, if his trade gets shut down, he could be in big trouble. As we can see, he's been completely wiped up on this western front now. That second dock going to be going down with it. And this is the better water over here for Crackedy. He's going to be able to move out here onto another dock as well. Make use of the closer deep sea fish. That keep is up now. Going to be focusing down that outpost first. Springwood emplacement can come through for Crackedy. Not looking to grab it quite yet. But now we've got knights coming through from him as well. Lots of production down for Crackedy right now. 3 military schools. Still producing spearmen. You gotta love it when you keep accidentally making spearmen with the military schools. Happens all the time. You know, you just forget you built one, and then you end up looking at your production. You just see like 20 spearmen just sitting here next to the military school. But it seems like Crackedy's noticed. At least bringing the spearmen over, not going to be switching it over. So maybe this is intentional. Though Avely doesn't seem to be making any sort of cavalry, so a little bit interesting. But Avely now going to be going with a Springald and a Trebuchet. He's already got one of those out. Going to be trying to focus down this keep. First production coming in from Crackedy is going to be the Trebuchet. Not opting for a Springald first to deal with Avely's Trebuchet. But Mangonel there, able to focus down these villagers on the gold. Only going to be a couple here. But it does push Avely off of the deer over here. Or not the deer, sorry, the sheep. But not a big deal for him. He's got so much food income from fishing. He wouldn't need it anyway. But Spy just still being so much of a pain here. Able to take out quite a few traders. Spearman mass though for Avely looking really, really good right now. Doing a really good job just defending from these raids. Mangonel needs to be careful though. Might get caught off guard here. Doesn't want to bring these Springalds though underneath this keep. But Crackedy, not paying attention, is able to take it out right there. And not too much damage done to the Springald either. He's going to be able to repair that up with relative ease. And we do see Trebuchets taking shots. 2 Trebuchets out for Avely, 1 for Crackedy. Crackedy is still gathering up a little bit of stone behind this as well. We do see there the 2 villagers on the stone. So is going to be able to repair this up. And we do see now 5 villagers have been pulled to do so. Second Trebuchet now comes out from Crackedy. Do we have a Springald? We have 1 Springald, but you're going to need more than that. When Avely's playing as the Mongols, and he can just constantly produce them on the battlefield, you need way more than just the 1 siege workshop. Springald emplacement comes through, or coming through now on that keep. And Avely's just doing such a good job holding this this trade line, and we can just see how many resources he's building up in the bank right now. And remember, this is match point. Whoever wins this game makes it through, and the other person drops out. So the stakes are high. The stakes are high. And Crackedy, it looks like he wants to finish the game now. As we can see, the town center does pack up. Stepford out packing up with that. Going to be retreating back. And it looks like Crackedy wants to make a bit of a push now. He's got a couple men-at-arms. Actually, I think he's got like 2 men-at-arms in there. Springalds needs to be careful for Avely though. Spahi going to be focused down by these spearmen. Traction Trebuchets do get taken out though. Only the 1 remaining now for Avely, but 3 Springalds still remaining for him. They're going to be creeping forward, trying to take out the Mangonels first. Springalds on the back line though for Crackedy. He's got the 1. Should be able to take one of these out. But it looks like Avely's going to be holding, and that's all he needs to do. He doesn't need to worry about pushing into Crackedy for the time being, because he's got the trade line. He's got a substantial water economy. Crackedy is the one that is under time pressure right now. Mangonel and 2 Trebuchets still alive for Crackedy. Khan has gone down though. Avely's still got 3. Well, he's building another 2 Trebuchets here. But the Spearman mass is just so big right now, and the Spahi just get absolutely wrecked by them. These guys need to be off raiding right now, the trade, because this trade is just getting out of hand. And we just see the traction trebuchets doing so much damage to the keep right now. Oh, huge shots coming through there for that Mangonel. But now we do see Springalds focusing it down. 3 traction trebuchets still alive, able to do so much damage onto that keep. Another Mangonel does come through for Crackedy though. Still 2 Springalds out though for Avely. And these guys are on max HP, and the trebuchet gets taken out right there. White Stupor coming through now for Avely. Where is that age up? It's coming through at the back of the base here. Crackedy needs to make something work soon. He's nowhere near an age up right now. And he seems to be going all in. Going to be running out of stone soon. Only got the one villager repairing up that keep. And he doesn't really want this keep going down because the position Avely is in at the moment is just such a strong position to be pushing up this hill. This keep is the only thing keeping him back for the time being. Iron Undermesh coming through now for Avely. Crackedy still upgradeless. Despite being the Ottomans, and you have blacksmiths everywhere. You have them absolutely everywhere for your production. But we have no upgrades in whatsoever. And when you're taking fights with crossbow v crossbow, you really do want those upgrades. The thing Crackedy is relying on at the moment, though, is the siege. His keep now under fire. 3 trebuchets still alive to take down this keep. Mangonels are really the thing he needs. If he gets off some huge shots here. Oh, nice shot off there. Only a few crossbow remaining now for Avely. Springled, still alive though for Avely. Able to take out the first mangonel. Second one going to be going down now as well. But Avely still got so many resources in the bank. New Khan does arise. Needs more production though. Seems like Avely is still struggling on the food front. Might want to do a little bit of trading right now. Just to get out those more, just to get out a few more crossbow. But Crackedy pushing forwards really nicely there. Does lose his keep though. But the White Stupa is going to be in very, very shortly. Still only 3 villagers constructing that landmark. But once this age up comes through, Avely's going to have the better units. And then he doesn't have to rely quite so much about having the bigger mass. Avely will also be able to grab improved roller shutter triggers. Which means he does have the superior siege. The superior springles, and then Crackedy's going to be in a little bit of a trouble there. Because at the moment, he's just relying purely off siege. Grabbed no blacksmith upgrades. Blacksmith upgrades don't really affect you too much when you're mainly having siege fights. But obviously, if your opponent's got the better siege, you don't want to be making siege, and you've got no blacksmith upgrades whatsoever. So Crackedy could be in a little bit of trouble here. The White Stupa does now get completed. And Crackedy realizes he's in trouble now. He needs to make something work now. Counterweight trebuchet. Taking shots at these outposts. Going to be starting to take them down very slowly. Avely not having any upgrades coming through for Elite quite yet. Despite having 5,700 gold in the bank. It seems like he's just really struggling on the food front right now. He's got too much gold, not enough food. And Crackedy looking to do some more raids, but honestly, what are raids going to do when you've got this many traders? Crazy amount of traders. And there we go. Avely is just going to be buying a bunch of food right there. It seems to be at a very high rate though. Whoa, look at that. Almost 300 gold right there for 100 food. I'm not exactly sure if that was entirely worth spending all 5,000 gold right there, but it's going to be going for that approach. Crackedy going to be pushing forwards now with whatever he's got, but I mean, still no elite upgrades in for Avely. The question is, does Crackedy have enough here though? We've got hand cannoneers coming out, only the 2 for the time being, but they're still able to do so much damage. More outposts being set up, and Avely did win the Springled War. Mangonel going to be focused down now as well. And Crackedy, I'm not exactly sure what he can do here. The hand cannoneer is able to just do so much damage right there. He's got the improved range on the Springleds as well. Crackedy not in a good spot right now. He's still got all of this water on the left hand side, but and this is what's been keeping Crackedy's food economy afloat this whole time. But he's having to move out quite far into the water now for that deep sea fish. Avely still relying on the fishing economy as well. Though we do have some pastures finally starting to come down for him, so it looks like he wants to go a bit more onto land as well. It seems like it's a bit problematic getting down these pastures because of the traders. Also, I think that village is meant to be building instead of chopping, but yeah, it's going to be chopping for the time being. But It looks like Avely now wanted to a little bit of a push with some Mangadite and some Lancers here. Crackedy does have Spahi. No elite upgrades yet in on those Lancers. So are going to be able to be cleaned up by these crossbows and Spahi with very much ease from Crackedy. Avely's mass looking pretty weak for the time being, but still no elite upgrade. Elite upgrade finally now coming in. There we go. Elite spearmen as well as angled surfaces coming through. Now that would just mean that the crossbowmen do barely any damage towards this, and this bombard is able to take out stuff as well now. Avely just looking in such a good position here. Lots of hand cannoneers out. 14 hand cannoneers. Crackedy going to be aging up now. It's going to be... Well, he placed it for a second. It's going to now be placing in the back of the base. Seagate Castle coming down, and this is honestly not a great spot. Like, what does this really defend? It defends the south side of the production. But Avely can just push up north. He can push up this side. But Avely at full 200 of 200 population right now. Crackedy, on the other hand, so there's a little bit of population to spend. Spahi now going to be running up north, probably looking to do a little bit more harassment on the trade, but he's going to need it here in this fight. We can see there the range on these Springalds is able to take out pretty much any sort of siege Crackedy has. Megarandom going to be making its way around. The outposts looking to be set up for Avely, just looking to push forwards with this. Lancer does spot out these Spahi, and we see Avely already here with the elite spearmen. And now we go. Crackedy reaches the Imperial Age. Going to be focusing down this outpost now. But Crackedy not queuing up any upgrades yet for his units. Still no blacksmith upgrades. Avely has tier 3 upgrades, and he's got hand cannoneers over here as well. Doesn't have a huge amount of mass, but still 2 bombards, Springalds on the back line as well as these outposts, which do have cannon placements coming through as well. And Crackedy looks like he's going to be holding for the time being. But all of his Spahi do get cleaned up in the back of the base. Are able to take out a couple traders though. But Crackedy here seems like he's going to be losing out his crossbowman mass. Upgrades finally coming in for him, but they seem a little bit later at this point. The mass coming through from Avely is just so huge. I mean, more spearmen arriving now as well. Cannon placements about to come in, and these guys are going to be able to do so much damage. Alerts going off absolutely everywhere on the map right now. Still 2 Spahi remain for Crackedy. I mean, they're doing quite a bit of damage to be fair, but these guys are bringing back stone now. And that stone for Avely is just so huge. It means he can just grab cannon placements absolutely everywhere. We see 4 in the queue right now, and he's already grabbed a couple. And this is just going to be pushing back Crackedy further and further. And with these bombards and a trebuchet here as well, he's just going to be able to slowly grind through all of this production. He doesn't even have to think about the Seagate. He can just cut across here, right into the base. And there it is. GG is going to get called by Crackedy. Avely is going to be making it through to the next round. And Crackedy is going to be dropping out here in round 1. If you did enjoy this, please do feel free to leave a like. And I'll catch you in the next set.